It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They start the drive with Cook, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15. Here's Allen.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now with the play clock almost gone, Sean McDermott's going to call for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Three and a half to go, first quarter. Allen now on 1st down.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Ronald Darby.
And the Ravens are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Now the Bills will take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charged timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. After the interception, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Here's 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do. But when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 71 yards. And the Bills have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. He'll throw complete to Gus Edwards. And he goes out right around the 39. Now 2nd and 3. Jackson. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Jackson now rolling to his right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action now. Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens are once again back in front. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he missed it. No good. This is going to remain a 2-point game after that one. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, but I think the ball's out. Well, one of the linebackers has got it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Jackson on first down. Dumps it off to Edwards. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, it's Edwards. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Allen looks to throw on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he's fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And taken right on the 30. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Edwards. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now Jackson on first down. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Jackson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Allen going to change the look here. First down, here's the run with Cook. Odafe Owe there on the tackle. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Ravens' 41-yard line.
On 2nd down, Cook. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. This is caught. Touchdown. James Cook, 28 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead here in this third quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Today, we've got a compelling AFC matchup for you, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. Returning it, Justice Hill. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
2nd and 10. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now it's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson, sliding out of the pocket. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Steps away. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Play action. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. A short throw caught by Andrews. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 3rd and 4. To throw is Jackson. And it's intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
They went for the deep shot early, and that's fine, but I don't think it was the right target to throw it to. You had 3 other guys sprinting downfield, and I thought 2 of them were open. Could have avoided an interception there by attacking a different player in coverage.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And complete, right side to Cook. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. from 21 yards away. And the Bills take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The throw over the middle, taken in. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards to the 36-yard line. Stop there. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. On the option right is Jackson. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a 1st down. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll try and run for the 1st with Edwards. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
First down, Ravens.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bills 7, Ravens nothing.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run once more with Edwards. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Up the middle, here's Edwards. Able to power through. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Here's 3rd and 3. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Edwards trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Allen going to change it up. They run it again with Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They'll run it. Here's Cook. They find some open field here. He may go. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Cook will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson rolling to his left. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Cook up the gut. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. And this is Cook with the ground. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come out with a 4-receiver set, 3rd and 9. Allen now looks to throw. Touchdown, Bills! Gabriel Davis, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
In motion right is Davis. Allen will try to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On the move to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Toward the pylon, caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers from 10 yards out. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Open man, complete downfield to Davis. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. And now off to the races down the right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Allen now on first down. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 44 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs.